Hello, my name is Amy Lee, and today I'll be telling you all a little bit about human trafficking. Imagine being a young child taken away from your family and all alone. The men who took you don't even speak your language, and you are beaten until you understand them. You must work in a grain field for the rest of your life with little to no pay. Or imagine being a young girl, any age, anywhere as young as 4, taken from your family and being held in a small house with other women just like you. You are now being used for sex, and you must obey your pimp. This is happening all over the world, not in just small third world countries, but even here in the United States. It is even possible that you someday could be a victim of human trafficking. Who is to say what person should be taken into slavery? This is not the right of any human being. No one should be allowed to take children, women, men, or anyone into slavery and sell them for any reason. But everyone and anyone has the right to stand up against this and help the people who have been human trafficked. Today, I would like to discuss human trafficking, where and who the victims can be, and ways to help those who have been victims and those who have been rescued and stop this from occurring. People do not realize how human trafficking affects them or could affect them, especially here in the United States. Many think human trafficking only occurs in other countries, in small third world countries. They do not realize that human trafficking can occur anywhere. What exactly is human trafficking? Human trafficking is the act of transporting people to work as labor slaves or sex slaves without the consent of the human. Who are victims of human trafficking? Everyone and anyone can be a victim of human trafficking. They can be female or male and range from all ages. Sometimes young girls, even as young as 4, are human trafficked to be sold as sex slaves. Where does human trafficking occur? It can happen anywhere, any country. Many people do not realize that Atlanta, Georgia is one of the top sex trafficking areas in the entire world. There are more than 27 million slaves today in the world. That is more than the entire African slave trade. Each year, more than 2.5 million people are human trafficked, with about 40% of those being used as sex slaves. There are different ways that people are brought into slavery. Sometimes they are kidnapped or taken from their homes. Other times they are simply born into slavery and their parents are slaves. Sometimes they are tricked into slavery by applying for jobs that they do not know exactly what it is, or applying for a job and then told the job description has changed, and after they have already given the information about them, their passports and IDs are stolen from them and they cannot run. We need to bring a change to this. We need to help rescue and free the enslaved people. We need to help people who are already been rescued to start new lives and have new homes. We need to stop it from happening anymore. The first step we must take is inform people of what's happening and to get involved. If no one knows what's going on and that there are this many slaves in the world today, how are we ever going to save them? We have to spread the word. Organizations have already been started to help the victims of human trafficking, and this is great, but more the better. The word of human trafficking will begin to spread and it will help. Organizations need to continue to grow and more need to be formed. If you do not directly want to be involved in an organization, there are other ways to help. You can spread the word to others and tell others about it. Another great way is to find an organization and donate to them and help keep the organization alive and going. Today, I have told y'all some about human trafficking and how this is a real problem. My hopes that are someday this will all change. Hopefully, over the years, the numbers will decrease and not continue to grow. And hopefully, eventually, it will all stop together. I hope that you have found this speech informative and moving. I hope that you will someday do something about it to help, even if you just need to tell a friend. Thank you. Some of the information that I found was a couple websites such as slaveryfootprints.com, which is just a nonprofit organization, and it tells you about different people that are different things that slaves are used for and how things of your own you may not realize, but it is helping more slaves being captured. Another author is Kevin Bales. He writes a lot of books about it. One is called Slavery Today. Another one is How We Free Slaves. And another one is The Slave Next Door, Human Trafficking Slavery in America Today. Thank you so much.